What's going on YouTube? Thomas L here. Premiering on Amazon tomorrow is the new series Homecoming, which stars America's sweetheart, Julia Roberts. Now, Julia Roberts has been around for a while. She mainly got her big break in the. Of course, she did lots of stuff in the 90s and, present. Julia Roberts is a terrific actress. She's an Oscar winning actress. She's been in loads of stuff. So I decided to do a top 10 list of my 10 favorite Julia Roberts movies because she's been in a lot of stuff. So that being said, here's my top 10 list. Coming in at number 10 is this ensemble film that she did. I think 2013, and it was this little film she did called August Osage County, which was a fantastic little movie. It had an ensemble that included Meryl Streep, Julia Roberts, of course, Dermot Mulroney, Ewan McGregor, Benedict Cumberbatch, Abigail Breslin was in this. The late Sam Shepard, Chris Cooper, amazing cast. It's pretty much a dysfunctional family movie where a family comes together after a tragedy, and their mother is also played by Streep is has like cancer, and they all want to also be with her as well, and it's a really good dysfunctional film. I mean, the family pretty much mainly bicker at each other, and the some of the dialogue in this is really terrific. It's based on a play by Tracy Letts, and it's directed by John Wells, who also directs episodes of Shameless. He did that Bradley Cooper movie a few years back called Burnt. He did a pretty good job with this, and I gotta say, it is slightly underrated. I don't really hear many people talking about August Sage County, but it's actually a pretty solid little movie. I believe it was released by the Weinstein Company as well, and yeah, this is a really good little film. And Julia Roberts gave a pretty good performance. If I'm correct, I think she scored an Oscar nomination for this, if I'm not mistaken. Gotta double check that, but I know for sure Meryl Streep scored a nomination because she's Meryl Streep. She always gets nominated. But yeah, definitely check out August Stage County. I think you'll probably enjoy it. All right, coming in at number 9 will be the film Notting Hill. Let me. Now this film was released in. Let me pull up the year. It was released in 1999. Boy, this movie turns 20 next year. One of you old guys. And it was like a romantic comedy that starred Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts. Hugh Grant was like the king of romantic comedies. And it's pretty much about like the life of a simple bookshop owner whose life changes when he meets the most famous star in the world. It was directed by Roger Mitchell and had it also had Reese Afons, who's always awesome. This is definitely like a cute romantic comedy worth checking out. Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant both had good chemistry with one another. Lots of people always call this the best romantic comedy ever. It's not that. It's not in my 10 favorite romantic comedies of all time or anything like that. But it's actually a really solid rom com. And Julia Roberts is known is always known for rom coms, and there's another rom com that's gonna be on my top 10 list and here in a bit. So, all right, coming in at number 8 is actually more of a recent one, and it's probably one of my favorite movies of last year, and it's the film Wonder. Wonder is a fantastic little film. It stars the likes of Jacob Tremblay, who that kid needs an Oscar win these days. That kid, he's probably one maybe his acting is even better than adult actors nowadays. This kid is actually terrific. and it's the story of and Jacob Tremblay plays a boy named August Pullman who has like facial differences, and he enters the fifth grade, and you know he attends a mainstream elementary school for the first time ever. It's really good. I mean, this movies like this is kind of why I love the movies. I mean, it's always nice to see like an inspirational film like Wonder come about. I mean, it's a fantastic movie, and Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson plays the parents to Augie, and they were both really good in this. But it's of course Jacob Tremblay who probably gave the better performance out of the cast. But yeah, if you guys for some ever reason, if you guys have not had a chance to watch Wonder, give it a go. You'll probably need some tissues while you're watching this too, because it gets a little teary during the film. All right, coming in at number 7 will be the film Charlie Wilson's War, which got released in yeah. It got released in 2007 and had a pretty good cast here. It had the likes of Tom Hanks, Julia Roberts, of course. Those two really work well. Amy Adams was in this. The late Philip Seymour Hoffman. And I miss that guy. Yeah, Emily Blunt was also in this. Wow. It's pretty much a true story drama based on a Texas congressman played by Charlie Wilson who covers dealing in Afghanistan, where his efforts to assist rebels in their war with the Soviets have some unforeseen and long-reaching effects. I mean, this movie is really good. I mean, I really thought Julia Roberts actually gave a really solid performance here. Tom Hanks was, of course, he's Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is always the best. And of course, Phil Seymour Hoffman was incredible. I kind of already said this, but man, I missed that guy. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Charlie Wilson's War, I mean, the true story aspect was pretty interesting. The performances was pretty cool. It's definitely a film worth checking out. And Tom Hanks and Julia Roberts also did another movie together called Larry Crown. That was also pretty decent too. That's kind of on my honorable mention. I hope they do another film together. I really dug their chemistry. All right, coming in at number 6 will be Closer. This is a really good little romantic drama film, and it had a pretty it didn't have like a big cast or anything. Mainly had like 4 leads that included Julia Roberts, Jude Law, Natalie Portman, and Clive Owen, who I thought was all fantastic in this movie. And it's pretty much about the relationships of two couples who become complicated and deceitful when the man from one couple meets like another woman from another couple. It's a little confusing at times, but it's actually a pretty cute little romance drama. I mean, you got Natalie Portman actually plays a stripper here. Jude Law was incredible. Clive Owen, I think Clive Owen should have gotten an Oscar nomination. I love Clive Owen. I think that dude's a terrific actor. And it was also directed by the late Mike Nichols. Sadly, he passed away. He was a really good director. Yeah, Closer is really fantastic. If you guys haven't seen Closer, I mean, the movie got released in 2004, and it gets talked about a little bit, but it doesn't really get talked about as much as it should be. But it's actually really amazing. All right, coming in at number five will be an '80s classic, and that is Steel Magnolias. This was actually Jill Roberts' earliest film. It was released in 1989 and starred the likes of Shirley MacLaine, Olympia Dacascos. Hey, put the Castos. Oh yeah, Dolly Parton, Sally Field. Steel Magnolias is it's an '80s classic. It's really charming. It's cute at times. Good, amazing cast. Yeah, it's an amazing movie. If you guys still haven't seen Steel Magnolias, it's wonderful. And Julia Roberts was also good in this too, and of course the other cast was all good. It's a classic. Coming in at number four is actually maybe like a smaller role for her, but I thought she was really good, and that would be Hook. Of course, this was directed by Steven Spielberg and was kind of a follow up to Peter Pan, where Peter Pan is in Dope now, and it had Robin Williams as well. Peter Pan. You even had Philip Seymour. You even had Dustin Hoffman. Why did I almost call him Philip Seymour? Anyway, you had Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook, and Julia Roberts was Tinkerbell. How amazing was Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell? That was actually a pretty cool casting. I don't know about you guys, but I simply love Hook. It's a movie that I watch constantly whenever it's on TV. It's fantastic. Robin Williams. Oh my God, I miss that guy. But Robin Williams as Peter Pan. Who doesn't love him as Peter Pan? And Dustin Hoffman as Hook. That was perfect casting. If you definitely check out Hook if you guys still haven't seen it, it's amazing. All right, coming in at number three is the 1997 romantic classic My Best Friend's Wedding, which of course starred the likes of Cameron Diaz, Julia Roberts, Dermot Mulroney, who's also in that new. He's also in that new show, Homecoming, which also has Julia Roberts in it. Boy, so they're really good friends there. It's pretty much about a woman's longtime friend reveals he's engaged, but she realizes she loves him as well. So she mainly sets out to get him with only days before the wedding. This movie is really cute. It's charming. It's a '90s romantic classic. It's amazing. I mean, Dermot Mulroney, that dude, I love that guy. Dermot Mulroney is always awesome when he's on screen, and he was really solid in this. I think Julia Roberts and him work really well together. They, of course, work together on the aforementioned August Sage County. Like I said, they're also together in the new show Homecoming. Yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't seen My Best Friend's Wedding, check it out. It's a romantic classic. All right, coming in at number two will actually be Jill Roberts' first Oscar win, and that would be Aaron Brockovich. I mean, Aaron Brockovich it's a 2000s classic. Jill Roberts as the role of Aaron Brockovich is just amazing. It was also directed by Steven Soderbergh, who's one of the best directors. And Julia Roberts pretty much plays the title role of Aaron Brockovich, who's a single mother who becomes a legal assistant and almost single-handedly brings down a California power company, my bad, that's accused of polluting a city's water supply. They also had the likes of Aaron Eckhart was in this, Albert Finney. Such a fantastic cast. And this was the film that won Julia Roberts her Oscar. Well deserved too. Julia Roberts in this movie is this is definitely one of the best performances Julia Roberts ever given. And it's a fantastic movie. For whatever reason, if you guys still haven't seen Erin Brockovich by now, watch it. It's really amazing. All right, coming in at number one of my favorite Julia Roberts movies, it's a no shocker. Pretty Women. Okay, I'm not gonna sing, but coming in at number one, you guessed it, Pretty Woman. I mean, of course, Pretty Woman is gonna be number one. It was probably either between this or Erin Brockovich, but you know what? Pretty Woman is her best work. I mean, it's super cute. You know, it has probably one of my favorite songs from a romantic comedy, which is, you know, of course, the song "Pretty Woman." I mean, Julia Roberts as a prostitute who ends up falling for Richard Gere. Who doesn't love a story like that? You know what Gary Marshall did with this movie is fantastic. My God, I miss Gary Marshall, but anyway, Julia Roberts and Richard Gere both had amazing chemistry. And Julia Roberts, I'm not gonna lie, she was actually really good looking here. Uh, Seriously, this is the movie that kind of made me crush on Julia Roberts a little. But yeah, I mean, if Pretty Woman is definitely one of the best romantic comedies out there. You know, it's really charming. It's actually funny. Has good performances by Julia Roberts, by Richard Gere. And oh yeah, I think Hector Elizondo is also in this too, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, George Costanza himself, Jason Alexander, is in this too. Wow, there's actually people in this I almost forgot was in this movie. Yeah, and the movie got released in 1990, and it still talks and it still gets talked about today. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's a classic. I believe they're also supposed to be doing a Broadway show of it as well. I think it's in production or it's already on Broadway. I can't remember, but you know, no matter what they do, nothing can beat the original Pretty Woman. It's just a classic. If you guys still haven't had a chance to watch Pretty Woman, give Pretty Woman a go. It's amazing. All right, that's pretty much it for my 10 favorite Julia Roberts movies. Let me do the quick rundown. 10. August Osage County. 9. Notting Hill. 8. Wonder. 7. Charlie Wilson's War. 6. Closer. 5. Steel Magnolias. 4. Hook. 3. My Best Friend's Wedding. 2. Erin Brockovich. 1. Pretty Woman. Now, she's been in countless other stuff. Let me pull up her resume. She was the spider in the Charlotte's Web live action with Dakota Fanning. That movie don't really get talked about as much. It's really solid. She was in Mirror Mirror, which was really good. I'm actually really looking forward for that new movie she's in, Corbin is Back with Lucas Hedges. That actually looks amazing. Oh, definitely not Secret in Their Eye. That movie was garbage. The Normal Heart she was in, which I think she scored an Emmy nomination for. Larry Crown, as I kind of already mentioned. Duplicity, speaking of Clive Owen. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day she was in. Mona Lisa Smile. American Sweetheart. Hey, perfect film for her. Michael Collins, Mary Raleigh. Something to Talk About. It's actually a really solid film. Dying Young, Sleeping with the Enemies. The Pelican Brief is really good. But yeah, let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite Julia Roberts movies? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas Ellis signing off.